we now have the Silverstone Grand Prix. Not only is it my home Grand Prix, it is the home Grand Prix of the team, physically based in Silverstone. And what we have managed to do as well, while you've not been with me, is get actual points. And here we have it. We have Seb Vettel in 12th place in the Drivers' Championships. What an absolute god. Since you were last with us was the Spanish Grand Prix. Since then, we've done Monaco, where we finished 12th and 17th, doing our usual 17-18 in qualifying, but a decent performance from Seb in the race, squeezed us up to 12th, and edging closer to those points. Baku, again, similar situation, 17-18 in qualifying, but we did it. We did it. We got our first point, singular, I'm aware, but still, a point is a point. Took us off bottom, and it gave us a little one. It got rid of the donut on the scoreboard. Stroll's all sorted there in 12th. And we're actually finishing ahead of teams now, and not just because they've crashed out, which is just beautiful. And most recently, this is the one. This is it. This is the actual one. The Canadian Grand Prix. We had Stroll's home race. He didn't, unfortunately, get himself into the points, but Sebastian Vettel did. Not only did he get himself into the points, he finished 6th. He wasn't that far off the Red Bulls and the top of the teams as well. He got absolutely blessed by a late safety car. And because the AI aren't the best at dealing with safety cars, he was able to capitalise. He did drop down the order a bit, but either way, picked up pretty comfortable points, and Stroll, even then, was really not far from it as well, which is brilliant. So there is definite progression from the team. If we have a little look at the car analysis, I usually put it to the second car, and then we'll compare against Haas, so it's still the team that we were looking to compare against. It's still not great, but it is definitely an improvement on what we had. So we only had the edge on them in brake cooling. We're now shuffling up to the other ones. 14th on low speeds, brilliant. And then you look at Haas's 5th and 1st, which is insane. But yeah, we're just looking to improve as much as we can. And in doing so, is what we're doing. We've had an upgrade here for Dirk. He's had a few development points, which has took him up to 83 as well, which is good. Driver-wise, Jack Doohan is up to 73. Stroll, 79 still, and Seb Vettel still only 82. 6 months left on his contract, likewise with Stroll. So both of those are out of contract at the end of the year. I don't actually know what the situation is with contracts, to be quite honest. I suppose I'll wait till that half-season break and see what builds from that. But before we even think about any of that madness, we have the British Grand Prix.
We're here in legendary Silverstone, where the very first Formula One World Championship Grand Prix was held back in 1950. It's a place where every tuft of grass breathes motorsport, and the crowd are already crackling with excitement. Silverstone demands a lot of power from cars, with numerous twists and historic turns. Downforce is going to be a key factor to manage if teams want to succeed here. We're about halfway through the season now, and there's still plenty of time for everything to change. All eyes are on the teams and how they tackle the rest of the year. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
I've just noticed. Oh, to be fair, it's not that much of an issue for me on here because I don't actually need to drive it. But we have heavy rain for the race, partly cloudy in qualifying, and Friday and practice for today is moderate rain. I'm not going to run through and show you everything, but I will just show you what we've been up to. So I usually throw in on some sketchy engines for practice. As you do, we don't want to be wasting our parts that we don't need to waste. What I'm probably going to do as well is buy another engine, but I won't install it for this week, but it's fine. We move. So we've got those ones on Seb's car for practice, although it won't be Seb's car, it'll be Jack's, and we'll do likewise with Stroll, and I'll see you for actual qualifying. Stroll is no longer at risk, he's just dropped out. So we've got both the Alfa Romeos that we'd expect to come out. Latifi and Albon are going nowhere. So Vettel's crossed, hasn't really improved, and neither has Stroll. And then we've got both the Alphas that are probably going to kick us in. Joe, well, that's a shame. It's not the optimal setup for us to go with kind of a long one stop, but if we remember, there's heavy rain for this session, so I'm trying to stay out on track as long as possible until that rain comes. and then we'll jump onto the inters wets as well if needs be. So hopefully that little pushback here will do the job. If the rain never comes, we still got a decent strategy. It's just, I think Stroll might benefit from a really aggressive two-stop.
It's sunny and bright as the drivers line up on the grid. And there's Sebastian Vettel. They're starting in the bottom half of the grid today, so there's a lot of cars between them and the podium. There's Lance Stroll, down the grid. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. Everything's been building to this. Anticipation is high, and the drivers are ready for this. The British Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
And away we go indeed. Right, so we'll jump on with Ved. Ved? Don't know who that is. We'll see what he can get up to. He's got Ricciardo directly in front of him, Tsunoda over to the left. He's playing, do you know what? He's squeezed the position already. Never mind, Tsunoda straight back at him. You've got the inside here. Have him. And somehow don't concede on the inside of this corner. I don't think there's any chance there. Oh, there he goes. So, we are going... What's going on? Okay, at least everyone else backed off behind us, but Ricciardo's decided to make a 15-second gap between us and the cars in front. Stroll's lost a few positions. No, just the one, but he has been overtaken by Williams, which is catastrophic. Do we have any idea as to where this rain is coming?
Just gained by Williams.
You know what, let's watch how ridiculous this is.
Now let's look.
Ricciardo just stops for some reason. Shocking. What an overtake, Nicholas. Go and have a tub of Nutella surprise. I don't think we're going to squeeze past this AlphaTauri. Looks like he's running mediums. We're on hards, so say we're going long. Are there any people that aren't running long? No, it seems to be mediums or hards for everyone, to be fair. I say everyone. Joe's the only one that isn't us that's running on the hard tyres. So that heavy rain, I don't know when it's supposed to be coming in. I'm going to jump us up to 2 times speed. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen in this regard. And I'm thinking very possibly I might jump forward until we have some sort of idea as to what's happening with the rain. Or we can have a look at something else exciting that's going on. We're on lap 7. Vettel has now taken Tsunoda, and Tsunoda's took him straight back. I'm just keeping an eye up here, skipping through and then seeing when this changes, starts to include rain. I don't think it is, but we know we're running very long on these tyres, so there's not much point in us sitting and managing that as it is.
Aston Martin with a great play there.
Vettel is doing an absolute madness. He's taken Tsunoda.
It involves Sebastian Vettel.
Vettel is doing an absolute madness. He's taken Tsunoda, he's taken Ricciardo now, and it's hard against mediums, so maybe the hards are the preferred tyre at the moment. Oh, never mind, Ricciardo's took him straight back. Ignore that.
That's a new race position for
Seb!
Ham. Let's see what
are you doing?
there.
Why is he doing
Taking
this?
a look again, it involves Sebastian Vettel.
Just spins himself. No reason.
And this, yes, this is where they spun out.
Numpty. So after Vettel's little incident, shall we say, he has managed to hold Tsunoda behind. Stroll is starting to make moves on Schumacher as well, which is good. But all I'm hoping for is kind of squeezing forward, maybe getting some cheeky points if possible. Oh, so Zhou has just span out, so he's now dropped behind Vettel and Stroll. We're into lap 21 now. There's still nothing whatsoever as rain.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a
Look at
race
this.
position.
Stroll's overtook
Let's have a
Ocon.
look.
Look at him go.
So this was the Aston Martin.
Go on, you moose. I don't know what you call Canadian people. I'm going to start, but... Oh, for God's sake. I was literally about to say, I'm going to start treating this race as a dry race. And as soon as I said that, the engineer tells me that rain's coming soon. It's still not here as of yet, so we'll jump on. We'll stay where we are. How long can we go with these tyres? We've still got quite a while left. It says rain's coming soon, but it's not here yet, so I'm going to drop us down to standard. And I'm not pitting until that rain hits. So, where are we? 16x. Just entered our pit window. Couldn't care less. Oh, okay. It is starting to rain now by the looks of it. Rain started. Is this the point now where we get in at this moment? Yeah, so the guys are both out on track. They've both got a whole lap to do, and I'm thinking by the time that lap comes in... Oh, do we go into the wets though? Oh, I don't know actually on this. Do I take the lead from other cars? Ricardo and Sonoda are in the pits at the moment. What are they pitting for? Whenever you want. You can show me what they're on track, I can see them. The track is getting damp. Affirm. So they've gone in for hards. I think I've got to go for inters at the very least, haven't I? So I'll bang Seb on some inters. We'll let it advance forward a little bit further. We're expecting rain pretty soon. It's literally raining right now. I'm going to throw Stroll on some inters as well. And then if we do need wets, we'll change onto that. But hopefully the inters will be sufficient for us. But it did say heavy rain. That's my apprehension. So we've got a few people in front of us pitting as well. Actually, everyone's pitting. Please don't tell me everyone jumps. Oh, they've thrown wets on. Oh, I'm scared. Albon's put inters on. Bottas put inters on. Okay, there's a kind of mix between inters and wets. Concern. But we're in 11 and 12 at the moment on inters. Okay. So the grid seems to be quite split between inters and wets. We'll see which one's the better. So we've got Ricardo behind us on wets. We've got Gasly and Alonso directly in front of us on inters. So
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
We'll see what can happen from that. If we make any headway on Gasly, we know that inters are the better option. If not, we might need to pit again, unfortunately. How long do these tyres last for? Possibly to the end of the race. We can nurse them that far. Flags in sector 3. We'll drop up to 2x. We don't have DRS, as we know.
Run wide there?
Yes, we did. You've already told me about it, don't worry. Okay, so everyone on track now has wet tyres. We're up in the points, both cars. We definitely having the better of it at the moment. Rainfall is dropping down as well. Okay, inters might be alright for us, to be fair, then. I don't know how long the wets last. Let me just have a look. So in comparison, the wets will last 59 laps, and the inters will actually last 32. So they'll definitely be able to get to the end on the wets, providing it stays damp enough. I'm just hoping that the rainfall kind of stops, and it'll allow our tyres to definitely take preference, should we say? Yeah, I've got Perez behind us, which is a concern. I'd expect him to come through. Maybe the Mercedes as well, so it might push us out of the points. It's really wet out there now. Oh, he's absolutely nailing it down. Ah, it's changed to wet. Right, we're going to throw him in. We've got to. It's not worth risking it, and we'll just take... I should have gone half and half, shouldn't I? I should have put one on wets and one on inters. I wouldn't have lost anything. We weren't in points anyway. It's a lesson we learn for next time. Sad. Full speed. We're going to throw our wets on. But I only kind of saving grace is that there was a lot of other cars which were on inters as well. So we've came out still in 10th and 12th. 9th and 12th actually. So we might be able to still do something with this. But now we can go attacking because we know these tyres should last to the end at least. I'm going to push for a little bit with them. Just keep an eye on these tyres. We'll also keep an eye on where we are. So we've got only Russell behind us. There's a massive gap between ourselves and Hamilton, which is the next car. He's just coming into this corner here. Tyres are getting warm. That's fine. Crack on. There's a second gap between us and Ocon, which we're kind of monitoring as well. Stop telling me your tyres are getting warm. Doesn't seem to be closing down, which is good. So if we can keep Vettel in the points, keep an eye on Stroll, that'd be great. I expect everyone's on full wets. Okay. This might be it now, to be fair. Just kind of running this through to the end, making sure we don't burn all the petrol up. Kind of did that in my offline save. I had both of my McLarens just completely run out of petrol on the penultimate corner in Miami. Very sad. Oh, Verstappen locked up. Verstappen of all people? Definitely not going to see that in real life, are we? Vettel, oh, do you know what? That gap's still there. Why are you telling me the track's wet? You're on wet tyres. What more do you want me to do? It's still wet. What do you mean it's changed to wet? What can I do with this information? Put you on wet tyres? Oh god, it's 4 seconds behind Vettel now. Stroll is getting up in behind Ricciardo. Stroll might be able to take 11th soon. We seem to be built quite well for the wet, which is good. Let's jump on with Stroll for a few laps. We'll see what he can do. Oh, sorry, I'm skipping around. Right, we'll throw overtake on, see if we can help him in his endeavours. We'll put us on 2x. Can you stop telling me your tyres are getting warm? Now we'll go overtake now, so we ride up the back of him. Go on, Stroll. Oh, look at that. Like a knife through butter that was. Oh, he's still there, never mind. He's still there, isn't he? Anytime now. It's like a knife through butter that was. Perfectly smooth.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained the race position. We can take a look now.
I wanted to get to the end of that straight. Look at that.
Lance Stroll.
Tasty. Absolutely beautiful overtake that is. Get wrecked. Don't have much rain in Australia.
Moving up a place there. Excellent work from them.
Still going. At the point when they turn the highlight.
That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
At the point when they turn the highlight off, I was still doing the overtake. So where are we now? There's a 5-second gap between ourselves and Ocon, so that's not going to close down anytime soon. But we'll drop ourselves into neutral for a little bit, and we'll kick up the speed. But this Vettel gap here, he is closing in on Hamilton ever so slightly. There's only 6 laps left, so I don't think there's anything that's going to come from that. Ricciardo's dropping off from Stroll, and Vettel's in a kind of a world of his own. Hopefully this Hamilton-Bottas battle can be quite tasty so Vettel can get involved, but even if he takes 9th, I'll take it. Rain has stopped. Oh, there's 3 laps left. Oh, what do we do? I'm going to pit Stroll. How do I know how wet the track is? It's on here. Track. So, bear me a second. Track condition is rainfall. It's not helpful, is it? Track water. Oh, this is the water. Okay. Oh, I don't think it's worth doing it. But Stroll's in 11th. There's no chance of him getting up to 10th. But there may be a chance for him if I throw inters on him. Of him taking fastest lap, maybe? Even if it's just a trophy for him. I don't think there's any chance that we can get anything. I press cancel then, like an absolute muppet. I don't think there's any chance for him to actually get anything from this. But where's the fun in not trying, eh? So we'll get onto this screen. We'll keep on board with Stroll. We'll have a look at the other numbers. Hopefully the other guys start pitting as well, and we can just run Vettel through to the end if needs be. But I think everyone's just going to run through to the end of the race, realistically. There's, what, 3.5 laps left? Stroll's coming in for his inters. Straight back out, lad. He's still only in 13. Yeah, he's managed to stay ahead of Norris. And he's still aggressive, pushing. That's beautiful. And we'll have a little look what his lap times are saying. So the best is a 1:33.6. How's he telling me his tyres are getting warm already? I'll scoot forward. Track's pretty dry now. I don't know what to do with this. I've got to run Vettel to the end, haven't I? So I'll go him standard with him, because his tyres are going to be getting absolutely murked at the moment. We'll also tell him to avoid curbs. 3 more laps. I've got her. I'm going to throw some softs on Vettel. It's probably going to be a risk. But I don't think he's going to get through to the end. Stroll on the Inters is probably going to be too much of a risk. What was that yellow flag? Ah.
Oh, they've run wide.
Stroll. Of all the people to run wide, it's the person with freshest tyres. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to hit Vettel. I don't know if I can cancel it now, actually. I'm pretty sure I can't. But we've made our decision. Let's go with it. Go on, Vettel. Get in, get out. He's in 12th. That was definitely a mistake. But you know what? It is what it is.
And Sainz crosses the line first. He's taken the win.
I've literally just thrown away points then. All two of them. I panicked, guys. I panicked. I didn't want my tyres to explode in the spin. So I pitted him. I panicked. Please call me an idiot in the comments and I'll fully understand. We gained positions. Oh, well done us. We did really, really well there. Definitely no mistakes. What could those 2 points have done? Oh, they would have put us up. I would have been with McLaren. Oh, why am I so dumb? So I have had an absolute stinker there. I will apportion some of the blame to myself. But it is what it is. It's happened. We'll take it. We move. How far are we now to the return of the break? I might come back in Belgium. That sounds like a plan, does it not? So if we do that, then we'll have the Austrian, French and Hungarian Grand Prix off camera. We'll come back in Belgium and I'll show you what I've done to appease my appalling mistake. Hopefully I don't lose my job for 2 points. That'd be a bit awkward, wouldn't it? If you have enjoyed today's episode, even though I'm a complete and utter fool, then do like, subscribe, all that madness. That'd be beautiful. If you want to send me any links to just like kind of strategy for beginners, holding your nerve, any other sort of stuff like that, that'll be helpful. But there will be some items on screen now, so you can crack on. Go back and watch one of the other ones where I haven't messed up, which I'm pretty sure that's none of them so far. Or go and watch Football Manager, which I'm perfectly competent at as well, and definitely not terrible there. Either way, we've had a wonderful time, and I'm going to go off for a cry.